What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Caoimhin Agyarko versus Juan Carlos Rubio, and this was a 10-rounder in the middleweight division, and this fight was Saturday, March 12th, from the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham, England, and this fight was broadcasted on DAZN, and in this fight, Caoimhin Agyarko was able to get a wide unanimous decision victory over Juan Carlos Rubio. So personally, I scored this bout 99-91 in favor of Agyarko, and the three judges scored this bout 100-90 times 2 and 98-92. So although the scorecards were all right, I mean, I could definitely see giving Rubio 2 rounds. Anywhere from 2 rounds to 0 rounds in favor of Rubio is really the right score. At most, you could give him as 2 rounds. He didn't really do too much in this fight, and just to break it down, Agyarko really was just the dictator of the pace in this fight. He was the one coming forward. He was the one landing the bigger and better shots, and this was for every single round in the fight, except maybe for 2 or 3, or 1 or 2, which were kind of competitive. But yeah, otherwise it was just all Agyarko winning this fight, and he even was able to hurt Rubio a couple times in this fight, most notably later on in the fight. Specifically in the 8th round, Rubio was hurt really, really bad, backed up with some big combinations. I believe it was started with a left hand, then a right, then another left down the pipe that backed up Rubio on the ropes. Then Rubio just started to hold and trying to get away from Agyarko's punches. Agyarko kept going forward, landing big shots and trying to stop Rubio, but he was not able to, but he was still able to hurt him a couple times, still able to get the wide unanimous decision victory. Now improves to 11-0, and he is definitely a very, very solid middleweight prospect. This wasn't really a huge fight for him. I mean, it was definitely a solid victory over an opponent who had 19 fights and only 18 or only 1 defeat going into it. But yeah, it was just a solid victory. He'll move on and take on possibly decent opponents. So that goes into the question, what is next for Caoimhin Agyarko? I think he's going to fight someone who's ranked amongst like the top 50 in the middleweight division. I definitely think he has the capability thus far of beating someone like that, like someone like a Hugo Centeno Jr., former world title challenger, maybe even a Christopher Pearson, or maybe even a former world title challenger in Stephen Butler. Any of those three I would not mind seeing Agyarko face, or someone at that level, like a former world champion, or someone who's like top 50, top 45, top 30 in the middleweight division. But as for Juan Carlos Rubio, losing here for the second straight defeat, lost by a knockout to Charles Conwell, now losing by wide decision to Agyarko. I think that he's going to take on a couple of decent, or should I say lower level opponents in Mexico before taking on another like high level prospect like this, like Agyarko and Conwell, someone like that. And he'll probably lose, to be honest. So overall, Caoimhin Agyarko dominates, hurts, and defeats Juan Carlos Rubio by wide unanimous decision to stay unbeaten, now at 11-0, and to get the best victory of his career thus far. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.